building a home with structural insulated panels, SIPs, and can it be a viable do-it-yourself project? Hello to all our subscribers and friends. A lot of people have been asking us whether they can build a home with SIPs on their own. This is a tough question unless we know who you are. So we always try to find out about your technical skills and tools you have worked with. Once we get the answers, we can then say with confidence, putting together your dream house will not be a major challenge for you. To make the process easier, we supply all our customers with technical documentation and detailed assembly manual. To further assist you with the installation of our SIPs, we manufacture prefabricated houses ready to assemble SIPs home kits sawn and framed to the installation drawings. We also prepared this short video tutorial for you. The video may appear technically challenging at first. If this is the case, please read our assembly manual. Then watch the video once again, and I'm pretty sure that you will get this puzzle together and see that putting up your future home on your own is easier than you thought. Now let me tell you about our modified prefabricated SIP houses, SIP based and light frame constructions, as well as our manufacturing process. We manufacture all our panels and SIP home kits at VIRMAK factory using high-tech equipment. All the timber used for the SIP home kits is kiln dried, sized, and treated with preservatives. For SIP core, we use both polystyrene foam and high-density mineral wool board. All our wall SIPs with cement bonded particle boards are 600 mm wide instead of 1,250, meaning twice more framing and thus a more sturdy structure. All our SIPs are reamed and drilled so that you do not need to think about the spacing when putting in self-tapping screws. For assembly of our SIP home kits, we supply only professional grade sealing foam and anodized or galvanized self-tapping screws. In addition to framed panels, the home kit includes structural H-beams, feature bar supports, additional sized timber, foundation mat. Other optional elements may include windows, roofing materials, plate materials like gypsum particle board, and many other components. All the materials supplied with the SIP home kit includes SIPs with CBPBs are certified. Most components and materials supplied with our SIPs home kits are unique products from VIRMAK engineering team. Many of our structural elements and solutions have been tried and tested by our partners and vendors, including the internationally renowned insulation manufacturer in Saint-Gobain. We have devoted a lot of time, effort, and money to modify our manufacturing process and make sure that we offer you nothing but top-of-the-line products that will provide your home with endurance, over 80 years of service life, environmental sustainability, energy efficiency, and most importantly, keep your budget close to that of much more low-tech SIP home kits supplied by many other companies. We can change the parts and pieces of your home kit to suit your needs. For example, we can replace timber elements in your SIP home kit by light steel thin-walled structures, LSTS. We manufacture such LSTS at our own robotized production line. Watch our next videos to see how we use LSTS in our SIPs and home kits. Let's build you a home. Preparing tools. Of course, you can rent the necessary tools, but keeping a set of your own tools in the house is always a good idea. You will need spirit level, foam gun, several tape measures, electric screwdriver, power cutter, power drill, hammer, ratchet, and stepladder or scaffold, and of course your assembly drawings. Your home kit has arrived. Before unloading it, prepare the storage area next to the feature construction site. Getting extra help to complete the several hours worth of work would be a good idea. Complete foundation. Building a foundation is the first step in the construction process. Since the weight of the panels is small, you can build your house with a lightweight, budget-friendly foundation on almost any type of soil. Lightweight foundation types include strip concrete foundation, pier concrete foundation, and metal auger foundation. The type of your foundation will depend on the house design and individual aspects, geology and topography of the construction site. When the foundation is in place, you can begin the assembly process. Let's start our installation tutorial by capping our piers with a foundation mat. Foundation mat for piers and ground level floor deck. You need this for the pier foundation. If your foundation is a concrete strip type, the floor deck will also be reinforced concrete as a rule of thumb. In this case, you need no foundation mat and can use wooden guide starter beams to install the walls, as well as fasteners to attach the beams to the concrete floor deck with a moisture-proofing blanket. Stage 1. Installing a pure foundation mat. Wooden foundation mat beams have a cross-section of 140 by 138 millimeters or otherwise as required by customer with approved linear dimensions. For easy installation, the foundation mat beams also have all the necessary grooves for bracing of beams as well as corner grooves. For decay protection, the foundation mat is treated with bitumen primer from below and plated with cement bonded particle boards on the inside. We manufacture all foundation mat elements and apply the primer treatment at our production site. 1. Spread out the moisture proofing blanket before installing foundation mat on the piers. 2. Reinforce all corner joints with metal brackets and screws. 3. Secure the foundation mat beams to the pier caps with screws from below. 4. Make sure the installed foundation mat starter bar is horizontal. Check diagonals of the foundation mat, outer angles, and begin laying the floor joists. Note: all foundation mat beams are manufactured and marked on an individual basis for each specific structure as per the VIRMAK assembly chart. Stage 2. Installing wooden floor joists and ground level floor grading. First, install the T-shaped floor joists made to custom size at VIRMAK production site. Secure the joists with heavy-duty brackets and self-tapping screws level to the pier cap, seeing that the screw spacing is as shown in the floor deck blueprint. 2. Place the 10 to 12 mm thick CBPBs on the joist flanges inside the beam span and secure them with foam. The foam here is used as both bonding and thermal insulation that covers the cold joints. Three. Install the 20 by 90 mm grading boards with 170 mm spacing across the floor joists, starting on the inside of the foundation mat, and secure the grading boards with 2 self-tapping screws on each joist. Note: place thermal insulation between joists and install the solid floor with 16 mm CBPBs after installing the roof on your house to prevent the insulation material from soaking. Stage 3. Installing external wall panels. External wall panel is a 3-layer sandwich with 2 skins made from 12 mm cement bonded particle boards, 142 mm thick or other thickness desired by customer, thermal insulation layer on the inside. We use several types of insulation in our panels. It could be either PSBB 25 polystyrene with 16 to 18 milligrams per cubic meter density, or Isover mineral wool board with 64 kilograms per cubic meter density. You have already installed the starter bars for the walls as a solid structure and secured them on the top of the foundation mat when you were putting up the foundation mat. Before erecting the corner panels for your house, attach a connecting strip to one of the panels. Apply PU foam on the floor edge of the wall panel and set it into the secured starter bar on the foundation mat. Install the first 2 panels to make the corner of your house. When manufacturing your SIP home kit, we attach a batten cleat made from CBPB to one of the corner SIPs to prevent locking of wooden stay beam into the SIP. Note: make sure the panels are installed strictly vertical. Arrange the corner panels at a 90-degree angle. Secure the SIPs with cement bonded particle boards using PU foam and self-tapping screws, driving the screws through the holes that are already drilled and reamed into the CBPBs. Proceed with further assembly of the panels in line with the design and refer to the assembly chart. All the panels are marked in accordance with the size and type of fabrication framing. When installing the panels, leave a 3 to 4 mm expansion gap between panels. Install the window sill and header panels as shown in the drawing. When all the walls are in place, set the 46 by 140 mm strapping bar into the top groove of the panels. Place the bar 20 millimeters deep into the panel, leaving 26 millimeters of the bar above the panel edge, since it also serves as a starter bar for the second level SIPs. In addition to the 46 by 140 millimeter size timber, we also supply thermostruts for vertical bracing of the wall panels. Due to their sandwich design, thermostruts do not produce a cold joint. They keep warm air inside and cold air outside. So, in addition to being a load-bearing structural element, a thermostrut also plays a thermal insulation role. Moreover, thermostruts are made with shock-absorbing effect, which helps make the struts and SIPs more stable. Stage 4. Installing the partition framing. For inner partitions, we recommend using framed walls instead of SIP walls. For partition framing, we use kiln-dried timber of different cross-sections depending on the design load rating. For sound deadening, we use acoustic blankets, and for enclosing materials, cement bonded particle board, moisture-resistant gypsum particle board, drywall sheet, laminated particle board, and other materials. Our inner partitions for frame walls are feature designed to save you money, ensure great soundproofing, and enable concealed routing of utility lines, including electricity, water, heat, and ventilation. Installation of these framing structures is very easy and needs no further explanation. Just look at the drawings and follow the design specifications. Stage 5. Installing intermediate floors if your house has 2 or more levels. Intermediate floor is made with wooden structure H-beams sized 200 by 65 millimeters or otherwise. The beams are installed on top of the wall panels via feature bar supports. The bar supports are secured to the strapping bar protruding from the ground level SIPs. This design ensures perfect energy efficiency. Room partition walls, secure them to the wall framing with self-tapping screws. H-beam joints must rest on the support in SIP walls in support of the framed partition wall. 2. Attach a 200 by 50 millimeter plank to the wall using 112 millimeters wood screws parallel to the H-beams, making sure the screws go into the vertical strut of the SIP wall. 3. Install a 20 by 90 millimeter grating with 170 millimeter spacing across the beams similar to the ground level grating. This completes installation of the intermediate floor framing. Sound deadening of the intermediate floor with wool insulation and insulation of solid floor from cement bonded particle board. Proceed to this stage of the project after finishing the roof structure and installing the roofing to prevent soaking of the insulation material, as we stated above. Attach vapor film to the beams from below using metal tape, then blow cellulose wool into the spaces between the beams from above. Place the CBPB deck. Stage 6. Installing SIP walls. Install panels for the second and higher levels the same way as you did with the ground level SIPs. The only difference is that you already have the guide starter bar, the top strapping bar of the lower level. Each higher level is pulled over the lower level. Thanks for watching. More videos are coming soon.